news. Come back right after that to get into more of your reactions. At 7:30, the lead for the day, all the way to 8 o'clock when it be time for the news updates and more conversations till 9 when I bid you adios, farewell, and goodbye. My name is Dickin Itodo, and you can join the conversation across various outlets that we've got for you this morning. We're streaming live on YouTube and Facebook right now at Nigeria Info Abuja. It's time for us to get into what the pages and the papers are saying.
Hot and fresh off the press, these are the front pages.
All right, our first up for today is the Punch newspaper. It's got this major headline: Dangote refinery operators seek federal government intervention as marketers opt for fuel import. Unizik graduate escaping pranksters tricycle robbery dies. Friend hospitalized. Cleaner bags live jail for sexually assaulting baby in church. Minimum wage, be patient with Tinubu presidency pleads. Rivers crisis, National Union of Local Government Employees shelves anti-police protest, ex-local government chairman visit cancels. Police arrest man with human skull in Ogun. Ojodo Oba, realizing Nigeria's tourism potential. Anti-Sultan plot, Shetima PDP won as Sokoto denies allegation. Edo poll, play by rules, NBA urges parties, candidates. One year after, 10th National Assembly still playing rubber stamp to executive. Jumping from one party to another will diminish Obi's gains, ABGA pioneer chair. Why insecurity persists in Nigeria, Tinubu. Let's move on to the leadership. Tinubu Northern governors close ranks over insecurity. Bandits kill Usmanu Danfodio Varsite's deputy VC. Economic pressures costing Nigeria reinvestments, PwC. Banditry has crippled Katsina communities, Governor Rada. Kano government sanctions magistrate registrar over misconduct. Nasarawa deploys 28 new doctors in specialist hospital. Troops arrest suspected gun runners, recover arms in Plateau, Kaduna. Flooding. Ebonyi government builds IDPs camps, stockpiles food. Courts hear EFCC, Kwankwaso, Emirate Tosso suits, July 2nd, 11th. ICPC arraigns sacked NECO staff for certificate forgery. Let's go on to The Guardian. Delisted firms, stakeholders, 130 billion naira trapped in SEC, Finance Ministry 5 years after. Hunger, malnutrition, others ravage Niger IDP camps. Embattled Rivers cancelled chairman, supporters protest back police occupation. Police arrest 4 suspected killers of retired Army general. Late Emir of Kano's daughter seeks Oti Sanusi's help over accommodation crisis. CJN blames poor justice delivery on ineffective management of courts. After upsetting Kanu, political tremors rumble around Sultan of Sokoto. Ajayi berates Aiyedatiwa over scrap of 33 LCDAs in Ondo. Let's move into the Vanguard right now. NCDC declares cholera crisis, sets up emergency measures. Minimum wage approved 250,000 naira demand to match inflationary trend, Labour tells Tinubu. It will take decades to eradicate banditry in northwest Nigeria, Sultan. Naira down to 1,505 naira to the dollar in parallel market. Buni, Zulum, Fintiri told Pakistan to understudy post-insurgency disaster management. Murik warns against plot to remove Sultan of Sokoto. Kogi governorship dispute, I have not withdrawn my appeal, Ajaka. Investigation on 30 trillion naira ways and means still on course, not in limbo, Senate. Buhari government lavished $100 million World Bank Women Empowerment Loan on meetings, Minister. Sanwo-Olu, Obaseki, Oti, others arrive at Beokuta as Southern governors meet in Ogun. My government won't slow down until insecurity is eliminated, Tinubu vows. Let's move on to our final stop, the Daily Trust. FEC holds today may consider new minimum wage for workers. Varsities groan under heavy electricity bill. 1.8 billion naira fraud. ICPC arraigns REA finance director. Tinubu urged to caution security agencies against harassment of journalists. Hajj, grumbling over delay in payment of airlines as operators threaten service withdrawal. Sultan must be guarded jealously, Shatima tells Sokoto government. And that's a good place to pause right now and get to your reactions. We're streaming live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. Do ensure that when you call in, you've moved away from your device. Please state your name and kindly go straight to sharing your thoughts, your reactions, and perspective. Numbers to call this morning: 0700 951 0000, 08095974869, and 08099930137. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Itodo. Good morning, Nigerian full family.
Welcome.
Across the world. I remember Mustafa Abubakar Adeke Tidupikin. I'm calling from PW, Kuwa.
Just go ahead.
With a bitter heart this morning. Itodo, we are beginning to see where our problem as the nation is coming from. Fuel marketers, not to buy from Dangote. Well, it can export it, but Itodo, we are beginning to see, they say by their words, we shall know them. We are beginning to see the true enemies of this country. Those who doesn't want the subsidy to go, those who doesn't want the Nigerian refinery to work, we are beginning to see them. Nigerians should shine their eyes and see who their true enemies are. And for labor, that 250,000 is unrealistic, is not sustainable, and is not tenable. Please, they should table what is realistic. Thank you very much for the wonderful opportunity. Shine your eyes, Nigerians. We have seen our enemies today. Thank you.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning, Itodo.
Good morning. Welcome.
Yes, I remain justice of peace.
Please go ahead.
Itodo, if I was not on radio, I would have said something that would not be pleasant concerning the Southern Governors meeting. Itodo, I have no joy in their so-called meeting because when they started this so-called meeting last time, we thought as Southern Governors Forum, they will come up with something better, a good plans, a good decisions that will better Nigeria. Never knew that the Southern Governors meeting of last time was just to organize for the victory of this sitting president. Was organized then by late Itodo. They were going about Southern Governors meeting. We never knew their plan was to bring all about the present sitting of president. So for me, I have no confidence in so-called Southern Governors meeting. I think whatever they are gathering for is for their own personal interest. And I know they have different ideology. At the time to come, you begin to see them scatter and split just the way they did last time. They have no one voice. They have no good plans for the people. All what they are planning is for themselves and whoever that send them to gather.
All right.
So please, their gathering, they should not use it to bother anybody. It's for themselves. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Dickie.
Welcome.
Yeah, Maskman calling from Apo.
Please go ahead, Maskman.
On Sultan saying it will take decades to eradicate a banditry from a northern part of Nigeria. And I ask, why will it take decades? There are people who are taking advantages of unemployment to recruit people to do these things. Who are those people? You, as the leader of an emirate, are you saying you are not you are not versatile enough with information to know those who are sponsoring banditry in your area?
Sorry about that, Maskman. If you can, please call back to finish your thoughts. And good morning, Nicholas Adams and Enoch Bitrus on Facebook. Also, Francis Namani says the federal government should fast-track the new minimum wage and begin the implementation without further hesitation. May God help us, is how he ends the message. Muazu John Lasisi says Dangote Refinery, truthfully, the federal government must, as a matter of urgency, intervene. How can the marketers opt for importing fuel at the detriment of the citizens? What kind of country is this? Why all this wickedness? Many questions begging for answers. Nigerians should arise and let's talk to the government if nothing is done. Our own is our own. Enough is enough. And Josiah Oba says minimum wage should be done and dusted by now so that Nigerian workers can breathe. Insecurity, like the president said, should be pursued jealously. Lucia Adekoke is asking a question. So what do we do as we have seen the enemies of the nation? You can join in right now by streaming live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. Dr. Mrs. Unma Lebar from Owerri says presidency should desist from telling us to be patient and make sacrifice. What do we sacrifice? No cutting down high cost of governance. Patriotism is a continuous process which must be encouraged till we get to the promised land. Our desire is to see Nigeria at its best, and the onus lies in our hands. Let us bear in mind that whatever we do today becomes history tomorrow, and history has a way of judging our acts. So let us serve this country as men of old so that history will be kind to us, is how she ends that message. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, Itodo.
Welcome.
Yes, no.
Jojo.
Please, this I'm meeting the went for the other time. I was started to copy because I didn't all about the
One thing I refer to the north south.
let me tell you something. I didn't vote to this man. I didn't whatever they like they should do. I have if we did not cover this thing and back, nothing will take us granted.
Hold on, Mr. Ojo. Hold on. Hello. What are you referring to exactly?
Time for their meeting after the outcome.
The government meeting.
Northern Forum.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying.
Okay. Because you mentioned Scatter, trying to understand what exactly you are referring on in Nigeria. We are fighting against the same thing with this banditry, and this is also some of the conversations that the northern and southern governors had at their various meetings.
All right, that is the end of Sokoto State. There was killers yesterday that planned to remove some reactions everywhere. If my memories will serve me, I remember some years ago in Edo State, before the I'm going to ask myself, what is happening? This our tradition are people that close to us. I'm trying to what is food? Somebody will take everything from you. Just as one caller told we are on radio, there's limit to what we will say. When something happens to one person recently in camp, a lot of people did not tell it. The government is telling us that it's not true. But our tradition institution should watch it. They should watch it before they will just relegate them to one corner.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, Itodo.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir. Donatus coming from Nigeria.
Please go ahead.
Itodo, is it that the federal government doesn't have right to stop all these oil marketers and what they're doing or what? No, if we are having to government, then they should let us know. This thing is taking too long. It's more than 10 years now that we are batting of oil marketers, Kapara, and the rest of them. We don't know. We only know the federal government. I think we should tell ourselves this. And the Dangote refinery cannot work, our own cannot work, and they have been budgeting money for all this refinery, and it's not working. I think they should just tell us the truth. For traditional rulers and the rest of them, I think the federal government is supposed to be a middle person between the traditional rulers and people. They should do the right thing.
All right, Nato, thank you for sharing your thoughts. Let's go straight to our WhatsApp platform right now to take some of your thoughts and your reactions. Don't forget to include your name, your location. The number is 08099930137. That's the number to send in your WhatsApp messages to. You can also watch live and catch up on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. Naira down to 1,505 to the dollar in parallel market. To me, as a layman, one of the president's biggest errors was the devaluation of our currency. We know China always devalues the currency because they are a producing economy and they need to export their goods. Nigeria is producing nothing, and devaluing the Naira was a big mistake. My take has always been our political class that we are above a particular age should be put aside. Let young Nigerians take over, or else our class of parents, political elites will continue to give Nigeria ancient ideas which seem to be taking us backwards. Nigeria will surely overcome. Ishako in Lube sharing his thoughts right there. Good morning. Hafsat, I'm curious to read about the statements on bandits by the president. Sad story coming from that university is what Hafsat is reacting to. Oludade Abiodun says, I want to disagree with those who are not happy with the harmonious relationships between the executive and the legislative arm of the government because I don't expect them to be at war. If they can agree on what we will make Nigerians great, so be it. Good morning.
Good morning, Pastor Gentleman Itodo. How are you? How are your loved ones?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you? Good morning.
I'm doing fine. My name is Abakar calling you from Walada. I greet Elder Bangushi, I greet Madam Tyra, I greet Madam Molly and her darling family, and all callers and listeners of Great Media Empire called Nigeria Info. We continue to appreciate you for practice of good journalism, professionalism, and being consistent. Keep it up.
Thank you.
We should shape our traditional institutions from politics. We should respect our culture, cultural heritage, our traditional fathers. They are custodians of our traditional values. If we continue to play politics with their status, it will not be well for the growth of this country. We should shape Sultan. Sultan is a symbol of unity. We have cemented unity among different ethnic affiliations. This is the well-traveled Sultan who has canvassed the land and breadth of this country. He has visited every Oba, every emir, every traditional institution in Nigeria. We should shape. This is not the doing of the current governor of Sokoto. The current governor of Sokoto is a governor by proxy. He has somebody who placed him there. I don't want to hurt anybody's sensibility. It is all politics.
When you say somebody placed him there, Abubakar, are you saying he doesn't have the powers that he should as a governor of the state?
Does he become governor by his capability? He was there by proxy. I don't like the word Justice of Peace said this morning. Itodo is not all we know that we will say on this platform. Not to
all right.
To the boat.
All right, Abubakar. All right. Let's go on to YouTube right now where we have Anthony Duro saying that oil marketers prefer to import rather than patronize locally. Why? Dangote Refinery should even commence operations, as it's almost a year since we were informed that it would resume operations, is the reaction that he's putting forward. And Mahmoud Mohammed, good morning. I do not think that the Sokoto government wants to remove the Sultan. It's just preemptive comments is how he is reacting. It's now 6:54. At 7 o'clock it'll be time for the news update, but right now we'll go on a break. When we come back after the news, we'll get back to your reactions to the headlines this morning. Remember, we went through the Vanguard leadership, the Punch, the Daily Trust, and the Guardian. And you can catch up on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.